Team Captain Blue.
Or is he red?
Oh,
He's
no,
red.
Blue is Chris, and red is unnamed anonymous dude.
Maybe they'll throw up an icon on the screen or a graphic so we can see which teams they are.
That's a hint. But here we are looking through the eyes of the defenders. So this is Team Red.
They just, wow, there was already an arm and disarm for, so red team is playing as defender, so blue is attacker. Oh, it looks like
now we got
we got a little bit of a wily shooter over here.
Do we have an inverted control problem or something here? That's the
easy.
way I look when I. Yep, there we go.
No
what did I tell you?
There's no problems with inverting, right?
That's the first thing you do.
I play inverted as well, so anyone that's playing inverted, props.
Well, regardless of what it was definitely a control scheme that was opposite of what he was expecting. and I kind of knew that was going on because that's exactly what I look like when I jump into a shooter with the controls in the opposite way.
You start shooting the floor.
Yeah, and I am not suggesting that I prefer inverted or non-inverted so that nobody attacks me later. What do you mean you don't use inverted controls? Or what do you mean you use inverted controls?
I think I'm in a winning scenario because after actually playing so much with way early software and those things, you know, not all the UI gets in early, or not all the options get in early. So I actually have to play very often in non-inverted, so in standard control. So you learn, but I feel like it takes away. Like I'm not as good as I used to be.
Well, of course. And of course, we're heading down the walkway, inching ever so closely to the station.
Yep, some broken cover over there. Oh, just get them. Here we go. Engineer. We were talking about how do you use it. Well, this is how. Oh, a little too far.
Now, one thing we saw getting underneath that satellite structure is actually really helpful because it's a great place to be sniping from.
Well, and the attackers actually did a pretty. They weren't lying. They learned. So they did a smooth move there. Instead of running around the outside of those grates that were up there, those you can't shoot through those because they're like solid steel.
Sure.
They ran on the inside of them, and that actually tends to work to your advantage because there's so much clutter. There's so much stuff in there. So a lot of times you can, sprint through, slide into some cover, and then all of a sudden you're at the MCOM station. Oof. Attackers with a vengeance.
Wow.
I think
that was quick.
I think they got both already.
That was really fast.
Yeah, they definitely took the base. And this poor defender, what he doesn't know is he's actually in a relatively good area if he stays alive because the spawning will start happening behind him. But at the same time, that means the attackers will get to rush through.
Yeah.
So let's see, we're playing. All right, where is an attacker now? Oh wait, maybe. Oh, they didn't take that second base yet. Oh yeah, they did. Yes, they definitely did. Looks like we're missing some audio from this one.
We're missing a little bit of audio.
Pat, 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 pat.
Wow, I have the feeling that this is going to be a relatively quick match.
Find out. They're rushing through pretty good. One of the things that you'll see they're doing here, this is there are 3 really entry points into the second level. So this is the tighter area of the map. But this is a great shortcut he's taking on the right side. It's dark, so again, and you come out up high a little bit. You kind of come into a little bit of a lit trap, I would say.
Sure.
But it gets you really far up there, as you can see. These guys are pushing pretty fast through. Going around the side, nice.
Yeah, the attackers are being super aggressive.
Yes, they are.
As we can see, we've entered this. Oh, hello.
Oh, a little too early. And
yeah.
for those that are watching, actually, the knife will not take down a guy in one stab from the front anymore. They'll definitely do some damage to him, but taking the dog tags is reserved for a stealthy assassin. So not so much. Ooh, okay, so defenders are perking up here at this MCOM station. I think they've learned a little bit. This guy is facing the wrong way, though.
We're switching over to the defenders. I'm noticing a lot of confusion amongst the players, not quite sure what direction to face, not sure what their individual strategy is, some running around.
He's actually looking the wrong way, too. Like, the characters are going to be coming from the opposite side he keeps turning. Using the mini-map is actually really helpful. You can see which way your teammates are facing and which, there we go. So that's actually a good spot if he wasn't getting shot to go pronat next to, because there is a little bit of rubble that's elevated.
Sure.
So it covers you from the guys coming down the center, gives you a great line of sight down the right side.
Sure. And unfortunately, I don't find that running back and forth between one doorway and another is usually an effective tactic.
Nope, use your teammates. Oh, here we go. Let's see if he, trying to knife it down. Well, it takes more than just one knife to pull down that fence. It does go down.
It's funny, like we're seeing aggression on the parts of both teams, but it's a very different kind of aggression. One, you've got a very controlled aggression of entire squads as one, and then you've got another kind of willy-nilly aggression on the defenders, where they're sort of just running through, but don't seem like they quite have a plan of attack in action.
You know, one of
They're
the
just
things
sort
for
of running
defenders,
forward.
yeah, I agree. One of the things for defenders to keep in mind is that you start closer to your objectives than the attackers do if they're coming from home base.
Sure.
So, take your time, get into a spot. If you get killed, it's only a 5-second run back to a great spot versus a 30-second run
Sure.
if your squad gets wiped out.
And it's interesting that this is coming from the guy who said, they're not playing the game as a battlefield game.
Yes.
Because I'm watching something that, a defending team that doesn't seem like they're playing very battlefield-like.
That was the attackers.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was, and
Yeah,
they're playing very battlefield.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Concentrated fire.
Oh, you're right. I had blue and red mixed up.
Yeah, so I think we're
What can I
watching
say?
blue as